What's up, Facebook, YouTube? Hope you guys had a great day today, guys. Today is September the 1st. Oh man, my wife's birthday is coming up. We are getting ready to head to Vegas next week to do some networking. I'm gonna go out there and do some training. And man, just keep enjoying this journey of our lives, and so many people that's in my inner circle, so many people that I help. And something I was thinking about today, guys, is when God is using you, how do you know when God is using you? I truly believe that God uses certain people for certain reasons. This is why you have all types of different walks of life, on this earth. And I will say, from my experience and from doing my own research and talking to people and listening to people's story, when God uses you, He's going to test you. Okay, He is going to let I'm not gonna say the devil, but I'm gonna say he's gonna let challenges come your way. He's gonna test you, and I will say, for the most part, at least speaking from my experience, when these challenges do come, it's really it's testing your faith. It's basically testing to see, it's prepping you to get ready for your next calling, your next mission, that God has in store for you. And one thing for me, guys, I will say I'm a true believer. I see this every day. I see it through numbers. I see it through animals. I hear it through people's voice. God speaks through people. Believe it or not, man. At first, when you start seeing these things, like I'm into the numbers, guys, and I didn't, just like go out here looking for it. It's like when you start recognizing certain things, like, okay, am I going crazy? Why am I seeing this on a repeated basis? Why am I constantly seeing, and then you start getting, again, doing research. And I can say for myself, man, one of the biggest things I can tell is when God is speaking to me, He speaks through people, through our, a spiritual being, through our spirits. And I noticed that a lot of people that I talk to, they would repeat the same thing. They would say something and it would be almost like the same exact words coming from a different person. And today I talked to a gentleman, Mr. John, I was about to say Travolta, but John Vatcher. He's out of New Jersey, and he's one of my colleagues, and he's in the cleaning industry. And he was just just telling me some things, man. And at that moment, I just felt like God was speaking through him. And people will say, Courtney, keep doing what you're doing. You have a gift. You have a gift of connecting with people. You have a gift of leading people. Your spirit. I hear this a lot. Like I said, through seeing certain insets and seeing numbers. The same patterns of numbers almost every single day. But when you are a person that I feel like, if God has chosen you, He has chosen you for a certain reason. Guys, don't, if I can't say don't, because I will say, for me, you do question it, but I don't believe in questioning God, because God doesn't make any mistakes. But that's the flesh. That's just because you're confused. We are human beings, at the same time as spiritual beings. And sometimes it's like a battle. This is why we have temptations. That's more of the human side of us. But when you realize that God is using you for a certain purpose, and you know it, you deep down in your spirit, in your heart, it, guys, just accept it. Because I'm going to tell you, God makes no mistakes. He has used all types of people through human times, on this earth, and there's always a great outcome on the other end. You know, you might not recognize it, you might not see it that way in the beginning, but there is. You know, so I want to just say to whoever's out there that's listening, you're going through something, but sometimes you're going through something for a reason. All right, stay connected to the source, stay connected to God, pray. You know, I tell people one of the best things that God can give you, besides a vision itself, but besides life itself, is a vision. God, once you ask God to just reveal, give you a vision, to me it's like a roadmap. It's almost like God is giving you this visual roadmap in your mind, and you just follow that vision. Just follow that vision, no matter what you're going through, no matter what the day brings. As long as you have that vision, you realize you're going to get through it. And I can just look back on my life, just going back 10 years, and just looking at every step, every year, and just how things have just started working out, you know, in my favor, and all because I followed that vision. I followed that vision that God had for me, and I'm still doing that to this day. You know, that's why I do what I do, you know, and I enjoy doing what I do because I am doing God's will. And I just want to say, man, you know, to whoever's out there, if you really feel like in your heart that God is calling you to do something, follow it, because you're going to be tested. Okay, you're not going to understand it as much in the beginning, but I can guarantee you, all right, you put your faith in God and you go through those tests, you go through those moments, all right, because that's all it is, guys. It's just moments, you know. You're going to look up one day and you're going to just be so grateful, you know, that you didn't give up, because God doesn't give up on us, we give up on him. And you know, I just tell people, man, you know, there's nothing that's not, you know, that man, you know, that man can take from us, that man can do to us, that God, you know, can't reverse. So man, it's just you know, it's just been a great journey. And like I always say, man, I've come a long way, but I still got so far to go. And like I say, just open up. You know, I always say, you know, I call it your third eye, your mind. You know, your mind, not your brain. Your brain is here, but your mind is like it's like your whole horizon. You know, you start to, when you become open-minded. That's one thing about people like, you know, people like me. I'm a very open-minded person. I just don't accept something because it's in my face. You know, I like to do my own research. I like to, you know, experience it for myself. I like to get a feel for it, you know, and also I like to pray and meditate on it. And when you become an open-minded person, you're just open to everything. You know, you're not just choosing, you know, one religion. You know, you're not just choosing one way of living. You see what I'm saying? You know, I do this video, right, and I talk about the spiritual side. I'll talk about being open-minded, and then I have somebody come make a comment, well, Jesus this, and, you know, Christianity this and that. You know, hey, that's you. You know, that's not me. You know, and that's why, you know, I follow my mind. You know, that's why it's called being open-minded. When you know how to you know, lead yourself. See what I'm saying? You know how to lead yourself, and you don't have to have someone just dump something at you and say something to you, and you're just supposed to accept it because that's what they believe in. So I will say, guys, it's become open-minded. You know, start, you know, doing your own research. Start, you know, experimenting, you know, with your own thoughts and your own beliefs, and just see what makes you feel, you know, right inside. And once you think that's right for you, you follow that. And again, stay connected to the source, because the source does not fail. God does not fail. Okay. And once I truly believe, once you know, you do that, you are in the right place and the right time. All right, guys, that's enough for the day, man. I'm about to go home to my family. get ready for this weekend. And like I said, next week, man, I'm going to be in Vegas. The only thing about going to Vegas, you get that, what they call that, jet lag. So, you know, it's like a 3 hour, they're ahead 3 hours, but right now our bodies are adjusted, you know, because we went to Vegas. Me and my wife went to Vegas about 4 years ago, right before COVID. And, you know, it was like 8 o'clock at night. You're like, man, why are we so tired? And then we realized we're 3 hours backwards. So that's the only thing about going, you know, to other countries or that's behind, that there are ahead of time, or other parts of the country, you know, especially on the West Coast, you're 3 hours ahead. So, but again, guys, I'm just excited to get out there, do some networking, shake some hands, and see some colleagues that I haven't seen in a minute, and just continue on this amazing journey that I'm on. So, all right, Facebook, YouTube, you guys have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. Have a great, prosperous, blessed September. See you in the next one.